got the game working, but I haven't. Oh, my stream. Oh no, what have I done? There we go. I'm not sure why the game isn't being pulled up. Hold on, let me just fix that real quick here. How's everyone doing tonight? Doing good, doing bad, doing great, doing whatever. Let's see. Hi, Cherry. Good to see you again. I do apologize. I'm having a bit of technical issues at the moment. Ah, there we go. Fantastic. All right, let me just fix that here to the side. Did I have it like this? Ah, welcome. Welcome, Ghostly. Your ramen's gonna get cold. Aura! Hello, Aura! It's fine, Ghostly. Ramen's gonna be hot anyway. It always is. Hope you're all doing very well tonight. Hopefully it's not gonna be too long of a stream tonight. But hey, who knows? This game is actually really fun, and I kind of played it a little bit longer than I should have last time, but hey, it happens when you get invested. Uh, but glad to see you're all here, and without further ado, we can go ahead and get right into it. Hello, Rogue. Welcome. All right. Let's go ahead and get this started. Gotta make sure I have my game next to my chat so I can actually see and read from it. I do apologize if I seem a bit larthed. Slow at the moment. I had some Arby's earlier before starting the stream because I wasn't really hungry until about like an hour ago. So had to rush out, grab some food, and then I had to come back and make sure my stream was okay. And I'm just like, my stream should be good though. Small technical issues with the video game, but other than that, seems that it's good. How's the sound? Is the sound okay? Can you guys hear me fine? Can you hear the game fine? I'm just gonna make sure. Is the game too quiet? Too loud? You guys see it? Is it actually there? Alright, okay. Rogue says it's good. If any audio changes need to happen, just let me know and I'll go ahead and fix that for you. Alright, so when we last left off with Hero Flaw, we had our friend who is being accused of murder at the moment, which is lovely to hear. We're currently struggling with this case at the moment. We have some evidence with a bottle that was given to us by the princess and some inkling of an idea of someone's alibi being a bit too loose, but we don't know anything else other than that, so we have to keep moving forward with the case. But hey, I believe that we can bring some justice to this crime, even though we are defending the person who is being accused of murder. But hey, average Tuesday, am I right? Oh wait, no, today's Friday. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, if I remember correctly, the game saves after every screen, so we should be... Yeah, we're back in the recess, alright. March 17th, 11:17 a.m. Harrow Garden Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. It's not going well at all, is it? Oh boy, it's time to bring back the voice. No, I think that that went about as well as it could have. Actually, given the circumstances, we exposed the worst of the princess's testimony as untrue. Ah, I can't believe she'd just make stuff up like that. Yeah, that was surprising. Still, the issue is we didn't manage to shake the core of the argument. If only there was anyone else in that house. Now, no, there's no need to look so glum. Detective! Aren't you supposed to be escorting the princess back? The carriage is being prepared. I thought I'd drop by in the meantime. You really managed to make Dragmere furious, you know? I have? Oh boy! Dragmere! If you listen carefully, you just might be able to hear him ranting over the prosecutor's lobby. I can barely hear him. That's awesome. So... ah. He's really giving his upcoming witness a grilling. Expect him to try and shut you down as fast as he can. Well, that would be worrying if I had anything he could shut down in the first place, I guess. Oh, but you do. What do you mean? Oh, come on now. I'm talking about the princess's grand discovery, of course. The fire? I wasn't able to do anything with that. You really think it's relevant? Don't get me wrong. At present, I am convinced the girl did it. We investigated and came to the conclusion for a reason. But I am willing to explore every possibility. That fire is definitely a bit strange, and I dare say it may be your only way out of this. Is this legal? If I may be so bold, I think you should press the next witness on the topic hard. As the only other person working on the ranch at the time, he is the only one who could have lit that fire. If he's hiding something, I think the court deserves to know. Thing is, the next testimony is about the motive. It's going to be difficult to bring up the fire again without Dragmere objecting. You'll have to make it work. As much as I don't like it, she's right. There really isn't a whole lot else to go on here. Well, thank you. Don't mention it. One last thing. You, ranch girl. Me? Try not to hold that testimony against the princess. Believe me, I am sure she was acting with the best of intentions in mind. Aura meowed and brought... Oh, hold on. Aura meowed and brought her favorite toy mouse to watch. And why does this kind of look like Ace Attorney Courtroom? Because it is! It's based off of Ace Attorney! Something I haven't played, obviously, but, like, I'm kind of intrigued to play it now. Like, I'm gonna stream it now, because this... It's like the merge of my two favorite things. Is like, I love like court hearings and stuff like that. Because I'm a huge Danganronpa fan. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But also I love The Legend of Zelda, so the fact that they kind of merged two things that I like together, I was like, I'll give this a shot. And lo and behold, I'm actually really invested. So the next thing I might stream is probably going to be Ace Attorney. I just need to figure out where to start exactly. I think I can get something on Steam that has like everything about it. I've beaten every Ace Attorney. Well, nice to know that I have a pro on my hands. Or at least I'd hope. Jerry, you would never betray me, right? You would never do that, right? You would never throw me in the bus. Got someone to yell at you when you're making the wrong choices. Please don't yell at me. I'm squished. I don't. Uh. But yeah, I'm very excited to look forward to that. But first, I wanted to try. I would never. Thank you, Cherry. I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to playing a Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney game. Whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna figure out where to find them. I think I can get them on Steam. But once I get those, I'm gonna stream those, and I'm gonna I'm gonna have a good time because I've always looked at Ace Attorney and just be like, I like Phoenix Wright. I played a little bit of him in Marvel vs. Capcom, but I've never actually given the series uh any glances. So this is probably the push I needed to. They are on Steam. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rogue Assassin. So yeah, that'll be probably the next game I'm going to stream. I've got a lot in the background to get to, but hey, something to look forward to. Hmm. You know the one at a time. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna overstack myself with these games. Just got a whole backlog I need to to finally get to. Hmm. You know the road to the Dark Realm is paved with those, right? Perhaps. It was definitely a serious lapse in my judgment. One she will live to regret. Part of this comes from the fact that she's rather sheltered and inexperienced. After the sudden death of her older sister last year. Huh? Zelda had a sister? Huh? Uh, what? Since when? Hello? Um, I have questions. I have so many questions. She was thrust into the role of heir very suddenly. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, so her sister was also named Zelda. Of course. That's right, the mysterious death of the firstborn Princess Zelda. Hyrule still grieves after the events of that day, and yet no one knows exactly what happened. In the void of information, Phoenix Wright is the first Ace Attorney game. There are 16 in total? I'm gonna have a lot to play through. Is it like a nurse droid? Well, I mean, technically in okay, I'm gonna let my Zelda nut come out for a second here and just show you like technically every first princess that is to be born in Hyrule, because they're kind of a reincarnation of the goddess Hylia, are kind of named after Zelda. So every princess of Hyrule is henceforth named Zelda, even if they're not the reincarnation of Zelda. That's why every Link is named Link, because they are the reincarnation of the hero of Hyrule. Just in case they might be. Absolutely. So if there's two sisters, it's just like, well, Zelda and Zelda, you know? In the void of information, conspiracy theorists are at amok. People blaming the royal guard and the Sheikah, and even the king himself. Zelda 1 and Zelda 2, yeah. Well, I mean, hold on. Actually, that's actually not too far off, because in the first Zelda game, you rescue Zelda, and then in the next Zelda game, you rescue another Zelda. It's not the same Zelda because the Zelda that you rescued is still fine in Hyrule. Where you're at is a different Zelda who was asleep. Actually, there are 17 now. They came out with a new... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I've heard a lot of things about Edgeworth as well. I'm gonna have to have fun with that. But yeah, little ramble there of my knowledge of Zelda, and looking forward to 17 games of Ace Attorney. Jesus. The princess will soon have the whole kingdom's worth of troubles on her shoulders. For a kingdom with a history of tribulation as ours, it's a lot to handle. The princess's conduct today probably won't help with the distrust some people have against the crown right now. She's wise beyond her years. She'll learn. She will be better. I simply ask that you don't think of her as an enemy, whatever comes of this trial. She does not need more than she already has. Edgeworth is Edgeworth it has been proven is gay, and most people ship with Phoenix Wright in my yeah, I've seen things about that. I love an enemies to lovers. Wow, she's so intense. I never expected to see Impa get so emotional. Yeah, she's very emotional right now, guys. Just look at her face. It's just filled with emotion. I guess all the. I guess all. I can't speak. I guess all this is why she decided to take the blame for the princess's impromptu investigation. Yeah. I can't speak, dude. Detective Impa! Aura is still watching because she likes purple and the voices. Oh, thank you, Aura. I love it. Ah, your cat is gonna give me diabetes. What is it, soldier? I'm quite busy at the moment, so please be quick. Should have been doing voice practice instead of chowing down Arby's. Shush! I was hungry. Hungry. The investigation team is back from the ranch and sent word of a new development. Something about a milk shipment being returned to the ranch because of a wrong recipient address. They're asking you to come over and to see it. Oh, those idiots! I don't have time for this! Send someone else. I have to escort the princess to the castle. Roger! Ooh! The same milk that was being sent out during the murder? Yeah! Ooh! Ooh, the juiciest of details! I could use this! That did remind me, though. I took this bottle of milk from a couple guards who were slacking on the job earlier. Here, ranch girl. Perhaps it'll help you calm your nerves somewhat. Not to worry. It's still unopened. Oh? Thank you. That's nice of her. Too bad for those guards, though. Now then, I believe the princess's carriage should be prepared now. If you'll excuse me. I think I'm so nervous right now. Milk just has lost its flavor. Wait a minute, hold on. Oh? Oh? What do you mean by that, Malon? Lost its flavor, huh? Huh? Lost its flavor? But Lon Lon milk is always so tasty. Are you sure it's just the nerves? Let me try some. Huh. You're right. I assume this would have come from one of the yesterday's shipments. Probably. With the investigation at the ranch, there wouldn't be any today, so maybe it's just isn't fresh? Hmm. No, I don't think so. It doesn't really taste as if it's gone bad. Or it's not Lon Lon milk. Ooh! Ooh! Also, the guard said that one of yesterday's shipments was misaddressed, didn't he? Hmm. And this was all handled by Ingo, wasn't it? I think there's something odd going on. I'd better make some notes about this in the court case. Doo-doo-doo! Lon Lon milk has been added. Ooh. Defense! The court is about to reconvene. Escort your client back to the courtroom at once. Oh, I'm about to crack this case wide open. This case is about to get cracked wide open. You should make some notes yourself, Jax. I don't need to make. Where's my notebook? I don't. Uh, ooh, uh, I don't have notes. Oh no, I don't have a notebook. Uh, Dork doesn't use a notebook. Shush, shush, Ghostly. I think you would like Ace Attorney. It's a good game, and I could help you when you do play it. Absolutely, Cherry. I would love that. I hope to see you whenever I do play it. I just have a huge backlog of games to play. I've got some randomizers in mind and stuff like that. But that is one of my like top games to like put up there. A few like other games like co-op games like that is technically up there, but like once I get to Ace Attorney, I will definitely be streaming that. Because if it's anything like this, I love it already. So it's come down to this. The conclusion's approaching. Time to turn this situation around. Oh boy! Smooching time! Ghostly's favorite catchphrase. I hope you brought some chapstick, Dragmere. Court is back in session for the trial of Malon of Lonlon Ranch. I trust the prosecution's final witness is ready. Naturally, I have personally seen to it that there will be no foolishness this time around. Hopefully his ears are intact. As we've discussed before the recess, having established the opportunity and means of the defendant to have committed the murder, only one matter remains. The matter of the motive. For, naturally, such a heinous crime couldn't be the result of a mere happenstance. The prosecution believes that the defendant had a deep desire to push her to patricide? Patricide. I cannot speak. Our next witness can shed light on the matter. Fascinating. Very well. Please proceed. Big words are hard for Jax. Yeah, big words are hard. Leave me alone, I'm baby. The prosecution calls the ranch worker Ingo to the stand. Da-na-na-na. It's funny to see Mr. Ingo in such fancy clothes. Oh? Yeah, he almost always just wears his work dungarees. It's almost like looking at a different person. Well, I guess he wanted to dress up for court, and he wouldn't want to get his nice outfit dirty by working in it. Quiet, defense. Witness, state your name and occupation. Your Honor, Great Honorable Prosecutor. My name is Ingo. I mind the Lon Lon Ranch. Mind? What exactly do you entail? What does that entail exactly? I'm mostly there to work on the structures and equipment. The owner and his daughter are one of those ones who tend to the animals and take care of orders. How long have you been working at the ranch? It'll be several years at this point. There have been others who came and went, but I, Ingo, have preserved through all the hardships. Sounds like he wants a medal for it. Well, he does get a bit pompous at times, but Mr. Ingo really is a great help. But he built the ranch's silo single-handedly. Silo? Whoa, that's some dedication. Very well. Given that you clearly are an important employee, you are privy to some inside information. Is that correct? I love Ganondorf's animations. It's so good. Yes, the ranch owner shared all the big plans with me. He trusted me impeccably. Implicitly? Implicitly. Yes. I'm reading that right off the script. I mean, reading this out loud from my mind. Definitely not a script, I promise. He used to say that we were like big family. That sounds lovely. Sounds like a red flag if you're gonna be getting loads of unpaid overtime. Evidently, not every member of your so-called family felt the same, though, did they? It hurts to do this, but I have no choice. Hear my story, Honorable Court of Law. Oh boy, here we go. What does Mr. Ingo have to say? The matter of motive. Just a couple of days ago, the owner, Talon, partly signed the ranch over to his daughter, Malon. Talon became a life tenant, with Malon meant to inherit all the assets after his death. As long as Talon lived, Malon could not sell the ranch. It's simple, isn't it? The girl killed Talon to get full ownership and leave the dingy ranch life behind. It's appalling how ungrateful she is, after all Talon did for her. Methinks this is a load of BS. And there you have it. Testimony from a man who just lost everything. It's truly tragic to witness yet another family torn apart by greed. We have evidence. We have the defendant caught red-handed at the scene of the crime, and now we have the motive. Objection! How do we know he's telling the truth? Bah! I have, of course, verified the witness testimony. As per the law, all inheritance documents must be filed at the the Castletown notary office to be considered valid. I saw fit to prepare the trial. Oh, my alarm. It's going off in the distance. You mean make sure that the testimony is the way you wanted? Yeah, exactly, Ghostly. The prosecution would like to submit Lon Lon Ranch inheritance documents to evidence. Mr. Ingo, why would you? You should pass judgment now, Judge. The defense has nothing. Objection! I would like to cross-examine the witness. There are a few more details I feel are relevant. But of course, ask whatever you'd like. I, the hard-working Ingo, can handle it. Very well, defense. Please begin. Oh boy! Cross-examine time! I will drive this joke into the ground! Cause it's funny! Just a couple of days ago, the owner, Talon, partly signed the ranch over to his daughter, Malon. Okay. Hold it! How long ago was this exactly? 4 days. I'm not sure of the exact date. Had it been planned for a long time. Talon was getting on in years. Better take care of the matter sooner than later, eh? Malon? He's telling the truth. Father scheduled a visit to the Notori office about a week ago. What do you mean by partly witnessed? Talon became a life in... one of my favorite people in Ace Attorney, cause... one of my favorite people in Ace Attorney, because he is clueless and listens to anyone at the same time he is scared of Miles Edgeworth, is the judge. I mean, the judge is kind of like that too, because they were like, if we believe the girl's innocent, might as well go ahead and do it now. Judge, oh, okay, well at that point, I hereby say that Malon is... No, you dunce! Have you gone mad? It was really funny. Talon became a life tenant, with Malon meant to inherit all the assets of his death. Hold it! So Malon hadn't become the ranch owner just yet. Why, of course not. Haven't you heard all the stories making rounds recently? So many ungrateful brats throwing their old folks into retirement homes the moment ownership is signed to them. Talon was no fool. I myself convinced him that it was a safer option. If the girl was up to some chicanery, he could always revert his decision. That's horrible. I'd never do that. As much as I would like to believe that, you did much worse by killing him. Children in days, you feed them, you raise them, and they pull a stunt like this as soon as you give them an inch of over yourself. I must concur. The younger generation is horrible. Yeah, he does sound like a manipulator. I'm on to you, Mr. Ingo. Your mustache isn't fooling me. I can see those chapped lips from a mile away. Nah, don't lick him now. Why did he look at me while saying that, you know? Yes, Ghostly? Maybe passing on isn't that a bad idea. No, Ghostly, come on. Stick around. It's horrible, don't say that. Oh. Anyway, what that meant was, as long as Talon lived, Malin could sell the ranch. Hold it! But why would Malin want to sell the ranch now? Why wouldn't she want to? Why would a pretty little girl like her want to work some dingy ranch? She'd have it much better if she sold the old place and used the money to move to Castletown. That's not true. I love working with animals. I wouldn't leave them for anything. Why? She's often slacking on the job while I, the hardworking Ingo, have to cover for her. I guess the coconut doesn't fall from the tree. Ha! Ah! That's funny. As they say, that Talon loved to sleep on the job too. Oh, I do recall a quite funny story of a London ranch owner blocking the side of an entrance to the Hyrule Castle the entire day once. I understood that reference. The guards couldn't wake him. It took practically a vocal cuckoo to, apparently. Yes, it is a reference. Ah, jeez. Well, there you go. I am the real reason the ranch has such renown. The hard-working Ingo! Like, that's not true at all. I know. But how do I stop this? It's simple, isn't it? The girl killed Talon to get full ownership and leave the dingy ranch life behind. Hold it! Do you really think Malin would go that far? I don't want to think it, but clearly the evidence speaks for themselves, don't they? Why wouldn't she just wait a few more years then? Talon was getting older. Perhaps she knew that more and more work would be piling onto her. But really, how am I supposed to know? Ask her! That's alright. Well, if Malin didn't want to work, wouldn't she have done this earlier? As Talon's only child, she'd still inherit the ranch. That's where you're wrong. For a long while, Talon planned to split the ranch between the girl and the crown. He was a patriotic man. He knew how much those horses went through the royal guard. I wish he hadn't changed his mind now. Is that true? Yes. Father's previous inheritance documents did work that way. How admirable. I guess family bonds won over his drive to help the kingdom. Truly a shame. Yes, naturally. The girl wanted the whole thing. She bided her time. I think significantly explains the timing. Let's continue, shall we? Objection! Wait just a moment. There's one more problem with the timing that I'd like the witness to explain. My tongue got bit in my mouth. Why would Malin have planned to murder the day of the royal visitation specifically? More people around means more witnesses. You'd think she would have chosen another day. Oh, did I forget to mention this? I overheard Talon arguing with her the very morning. He was telling her he'd changed his mind again. He was planning to tell the king that he'd been signing the ranch over to the crown. After the visitation was over, he'd head to the castle town to chance the inheritance back to an original split. What? Sacre bleu! Despite the victim's wishy-washiness, it would appear that he did make the right choice at the end. And because of that, if the defendant wanted to get the ranch, she'd have no time to waste that day. Is that true too? Absolutely not. Father wasn't planning to do that, and there was no argument either. What to do about this argument then? Add it to the testimony. There was an argument about the inheritance. That sounds like an important fact to me. The defense requests to be added to the testimony. Very well. Witness, please do so. I'd be happy to, Your Honor. I overheard them arguing about the inheritance that morning. Interesting. Press. I'm on to you. About what time did this happen? First thing in the morning. I was heading out to the silo to start the day's work. I had just walked out to the front door of the ranch when I heard some yelling erupt behind me. Do you remember any specifics about what was said? Oh yes, it surprised me enough that I stopped and listened for a bit. It was all like, I'm really sorry, Marlon, but the most important thing is to make sure the king will always have a steady supply of quality horses. This voice is killing me. I don't care. Why did you do that? Because it's funny and it's for the bit. I don't care about them. What about me, father? Yeah, you can do this for me. Marlon, please, it's like about you. It is for the good of the entire kingdom. I love the animations for this. It's so good. It's so well animated. The people behind this whole thing is just... This is so cool. I love this. This is amazing. Like, I forget, I think it's like newer team. Like, give yourselves a pat on the back. This was so good. But what am I supposed to do? I can't move up in life if I'm stuck in this dump of a ranch forever. I thought you loved the ranch. The animals are here too, and Ingo's always around to help with your chores too. Aura, was that you? Please tell me. Oh, I was about to say, because I looked at it and I was just like, Aura, was that you? Did you do that? Did you make that little message? Oh, that was so cute. She got so eager, she wanted to send a message. Oh, goodness. Give her a little pet for me, Cherry. I appreciate that. He's pretty great, isn't he? Yeah, Ingo's awesome, but I still hate you all of this. This isn't over. The glazing is just so much. You could cover it with a donut. What a the judge. What a stirring reenactment. I will keep my thoughts on the witness acting skills to myself. Strike it from the record. There's no way that actually happened, though. Malin would never want to sell the ranch. Objection! Well, of course she'd say that now, you buffoon. I don't like Ingo, and the judge is so clueless. Yeah. Remember, she's under suspicion for murder. We can't trust a thing she says. Well, I trust her. But the judge probably doesn't right now, and that's unfortunately what matters. Do I have anything in the court record that could refute this story? If you ask me, the whole inheritance issue could have been avoided if the crown wasn't so soft. In Gerudo Desert, There would be no question of the fortress may seize whatever it desires. That's just messed up. No matter. Continue with your testimony, farmhand. Share with us your true nature of the defendant. It's appalling how ungrateful she is. Yeah, again, it's nothing. Hold it! No, you hold it! That man gave everything to her! She's gotten so many expensive presents over the years. Just look at the golden necklace she's wearing! The man spoiled her rotten! In fact, I think I saw another present he was meaning to give her on the very day he was killed. Another gift? Why, yes, a little bottle of perfume, I believe. It's horrible. Talon is such a kind man. What happened to him was despicable. That last statement was important. Add it to the testimony. Your Honor, the defense wishes to add the statement of the perfume to the testimony. Objection! Bah! What are you doing? Trying to implicate the defendant even harder? I think it's important detail. The perfume isn't irrelevant. But I suppose the prosecution has no objections for strengthening our case. Very well, witness. Please add that, what you just said to the testimony. Alright, and then I think I just go to court records. Present. Objection! Witness! What is it? Just to confirm, you say you saw this bottle of perfume that was bought by Malin Malin by her father, correct? What else could it be for? I assure you, Talon wasn't the type to indulge in perfumes. Far from it. Well, you're wrong, witness. Huh, is that so? Was the ranch owner truly a perfume? Gosh dang it, Judge. Judge, please. I'm trying so hard here. Truly a perfume connoisseur? No, Your Honor. This bottle of perfume was bought for the princess. Question? Objection! So what, defense? Sure, it's technically a contradiction, but what does the purpose of this bottle change? Yes, defense, I admit I'm confused as well. Please explain why this point is very important. Early in the trial, Malin mentioned that why is the judge a buffoon? Even Ara shook her head in disappointment. Oh my gosh! It's okay, Aura. I understand. I love Aura. She's great. I keep saying Aura, but I know it's Aura. I'm so dumb. Final Fantasy brain just ruined me. Earlier in the trial, Malin mentioned that Talon was bought the perfume in preparation at last minute. Isn't that right, Malin? Yes, it is. We had a gift for the king prepared when the news arrived that it would actually be the princess making this visitation. Father quickly rode into town to get her a new gift. This info puts the thing into question. Talon's taste in gifts? Somebody's movements? The princess's testimony. I think it's somebody's movements. Someone's movements around the... I wish I could, so you guys could get a picture of her. She's cute, but Twitch won't allow it. It's okay. It is perfectly okay. You described her to a T, and I already have the vision in my mind. She's already perfect. It is perfectly valid. Someone's movements around the ranch are put into serious doubt. Someone's? Well, don't keep us waiting. Then defense, who is this person? Naturally, the persons whose movements become suspect are... It would be Ingo's, wouldn't it? present. Take that! The witness himself. If you recall, this bottle of perfume, which had just been purchased, was found at the crime scene. A crime scene the witness supposedly never went to. He shouldn't have known about the bottle. Ah! Caught red-handed. Order! Order! The defense raises a very valid point. You simpleton! What is the meaning of this? Well, witness, did you go to the scene of the crime at any point? No, of course I didn't. I was working in the silo all day. I remember. I saw the gift the day before the crime. The girl was lying. Talon must have gotten the gift the day before. You are the one who's lying. Father didn't leave the ranch at all that day. One's word against another's. Defense. Do you have any way to prove that your version of events is true? Ask about the store. Find the receipt. Smell the perfume. Find the receipt. When you buy something, you usually get a receipt. The receipt always shows the date of purchase. It might still be at the ranch's house. I say we send someone out to look for it. Father never throws away receipts. We have a drawer full of them. The perfume should be right at the top. I believe this idea has some merit. Soldiers, rush to the ranch. Immediately, search the receipt. For the receipt. Good businessman never throws away your receipts. Absolutely, Talon. Your Honor. Yes, what is it, soldier? We have just received the receipt from the team stationed at the crime scene. Very well, thank you. I shall now read it out. There's a lot writing on this. From... Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. I can't. Oh. Oh. I'm okay. I'm alright. I just... Tingle's mysterious smells. Oh. Okay. Alright. I'm good. I'm alright. I need a drink after that. Whew. Alright. Get centered. Perfect. From Tingle's Mysterious Smells. Yes, I think I've seen that store. It's the judge is even dumber than the one in the Ace Attorney. Oh man. It's that eccentric looking place in the back alley. You couldn't miss that You couldn't miss the blinding neon colors if you tried. It's an utter eyesore. Who was messaging me doing all this? Hold on. Sorry, I had to fix that thing real quick. Alright. Sorry, notifications are going off. Ugh. The gall of this nobody running a monopoly on a Hylian perfume is preposterous. Perhaps. But back to the matter at hand. The nerve of that dunderhead! Why would anyone ever shop at the store where the owner calls every customer a fairy? Prosecutor? Oh, and the balloons! Oh, the balloons! That full-popped one right in my face! Prosecutor Dragmere. Enough! Continuing on. Purchased item. 1 bottle of Rosy Rubyland. Oh my! This is quite the price. Why, I would have to... Objection! Your Honor! Please! The date of the purchase! Ah, yes, right. Date of purchase. Why, it's March 16th. The day of the murder! Haha! Got you red-headed yet again. Order! Order! Yes, we got him! Phew. I think we're finally getting somewhere. Oh boy! Smooching time! I hate it. Bah! This doesn't mean a thing. Perhaps the witness briefly went back to the ranch house for something and saw the bottle then. Yes, that's it. I was getting thirsty, so I went back to get a drink. I must have seen the bottle then. Oh, come on! You think we're going to believe that? Do you have any proof he didn't? Well, I believe this calls for further testimony. As the witness now claims to have visited the crime scene shortly before the murder, we should learn of his exact movements that day. Ha! My movements! Watch me, I'm about to hit the diggy. Well, alright. There's not a whole lot to say, though. It's unfortunate that he managed to weasel out of that. But this next testimony will be full of lies. This is my chance. Oh boy, here we go. Witness's testimony. My non-suspicious movements. As was already stated, I had volunteered to work in the silo. At one point, I briefly went back to the ranch house to get myself a glass of water. I went back to the silo right after that and stayed until the courier came. I haven't been back at the ranch house at all since then. At some point, the detective came and told me what happened, and wow, that detective is one fine woman. See, I haven't done anything worth suspicion. Eat my shoes, you brat! I'll pass. There has to be something wrong there. You can't put a flawless story back together that quickly. Alright, time to see the holes in your argument. Hold it! What were you doing? Working on shipments and fulfilling orders. We send out carts of milk to milk bars all across the kingdom every day, you know. Milk bars? Naturally, everyone loves a good drink, you know. And our milk is renowned as the best there is. I hear some others water theirs down despicable. I see. I think you said earlier your job is to work in the structures and equipment, though. Indeed. Tal and the girl usually be the ones overseeing the milk orders. However, since the royal visitation was happening that day, I felt it needed the minds of unoccupied, so I took it upon myself to do this in time. After the murder, I got scared that the Sheikah Force investigation would delay the shipment, and that Great Ingo would get blamed. Thankfully, it all went fine. Yeah, you were so concerned with sending it off quickly that you wrote the wrong delivery address on it. Bah! You Hylians, ridiculous. Getting tipsy from something like milk? Bet you couldn't handle even a sip of Gerudo's noble pursuit. A real man's drink. A real man's drink? Aren't most of the Gerudo women? Ganondorf. Speaking of drinks, I believe the witness was talking about how he had gotten himself a glass of water. Yes, of course. Moving all that heavy stuff around works up a sweat, you see. I got very thirsty and... Briefly went back for all. Okay. Hold it! Also, Noble Pursuit is just watermelon juice. I guess Ganondorf likes his drinks fruity. You didn't think to just take a sip of the milk you were handling? No. That wouldn't be right. That milk was for the customers, you see. I just didn't want to get in any trouble. A truly honest man. How dare you suggest he would steal from his own workplace? Right. So, what did you see at the house? Nothing much. I got my drink and left. I still had a lot of work to do, you see. I suppose I must have seen the perfume bottle then. In fact, yes, I remember it clearly now. It was there on the table, plain as day. Mwahaha! Great. What happened after that, witness? I went back to the silo after that and stayed there until the courier came. Hold it! And you were able to complete this so quickly on your own? Bah! You don't know that might of the great Ingo. Hut! Ha! Pow! Wham! I get things done in no time. I did almost break my back to getting those crates out of the silo, though. There were so many, and all so heavy. It was like a puzzle in there. That was also a reference. Anyway, that's not important. The point is, I haven't been back at the ranch house since then. Hold it! Are you sure? Sure as can be. Mwahaha! You never went back in, even after the crime was discovered? Bah! They wouldn't let me in! Preserving the crime scene is some such. I couldn't even get any of my things. After I was questioned, no one gave me half a glance. I had to sleep in the stables that night. It was terrible. Is what he just said important? I think it is important. Your Honor, I would like the witness to add last statement to his testimony. What? What are you trying to pull now? Very well. Witness, please amend your statement. Fine. Whatever. Spend the night in the stables. Alright. Hold it! Couldn't you have stayed in the inn? Bah, what am I? Made of money? Think, boy. I'm just a simple ranch worker, you know. Whew. You lawyers, awful flaunting your wealth. Right, sorry. Not actually sorry. I doubt one night in the good baker of this guy just looked like what he's wearing. At some point, the detective came to what happened, and wow, was the detective one fine woman. Sleep in the stables, though. So he would know about... He would know about the ranch inventory, though. Maybe the fire? March 15th, Ingo. I think I need to press him one more time, but I think it's the ranch records I need to show. March 15th is the day before. Yeah, that's right. Hold it! Could you elaborate? She's a hard-working woman that gets the point and takes what she wants. Not to mention her impeccable fashion sense. What's not to love? That's not the part I wanted him to elaborate on. Wow, he seems totally smitten with her. Sure does. I wonder how Impa feels about it. Just got to Emperor just shivering, just being like, ugh. Oh, shoot. I missed that. What was that? What did he say? Perhaps when this chore of a child is over, I could. But no, I will have to wait. You thought you could distract me, did you? I, the genius ranch worker, Ingo, see through your schemes. He's sticking to that story, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's a desperate fix, but it holds up surprisingly well. I can hardly believe this is the same Mr. Ingo I know. He's usually so nice. It's time to press for more details. He's sure to slip it somewhere. There has to be a piece of evidence or a profile waiting to disprove what he says. To access any of my belongings, I had to spend the night in the stable. A bit of oil inside. Aura ears perked up because she's spotted Ingo's eyebrows. She's pawing at them on the screen. I think they're a mouse toy. I think it's how big Ingo's eyebrows are. Oh, that's so cute! Oh. Okay, so wait, this says... Okay, but it says March 15th, right? Let's see, hold on. Head detective is assigning to the case. Okay. Hold on, I think... Some orders of milk that were left at the wild Ryan. Maybe the ranch inventory? Because it's signed by him. Must say, I can't see anything clear there. Ah, yeah, I figured. My hearts! Okay. Okay. Wait. He said he went back to the silo. Found the ranch near a burned out fire. Has a tiny bit of oil in it. Where did she find this, though? Found at the ranch near a burned out fire. She said it was outside. Wait out until the courier came. I mean, I have a few more. Maybe if I present Impa's case? I brought up the hearts. Why do you ask? Well, I haven't had the evidence, so... Don't listen to him judge, the evidence has nothing to do with the discussion. Ah, dang it. I have no idea what they're talking about. Ugh! Drat! Impa in the last one. Consult? I was trying to read the milk description. Okay, hold on. Which one? The bottle of milk or the crate? I've got to consult, so maybe if I consult Malin, I can get an idea. The shipment one. There's 2 of them, so I'll pause on them. So here's the first shipment. Some orders of milk that left the ranch a little while after the crime. And then apparently one of the milk shipments was returned to the ranch due to a misaddress. Let me try and consult. Why would Ingo try to return to the ranch house if he knew that there'd be a murder? Well, I don't imagine he had any place to sleep. Father let him move in with us when he was hired, so he wouldn't have to spend any money on rent. Surely he didn't expect to be able to sleep in an active crime scene, though. Well, it's not just that. All of Mr. Ingo's belongings are in the house. All of them, huh? It would be so easy to prove he went back to the scene of the crime if he had something on him right now that he shouldn't. The milk shipment return causes... How would Ingo know they didn't return? Like his clothes. You should check his profile. See if we didn't miss anything. Speaking of profiles, do you remember how you can present... Yeah, I know. Wait! Yeah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Of course! How did he get that nice suit if he usually dresses in work clothes? Oh my god, that's so right! Oh my... Oh! Oh! Didn't even get a fake clean. Ah! The brain still works! And present. Witness! There's something seriously wrong about your testimony. What? What are you talking about? You said you couldn't get any of your belongings because they were at the ranch house, correct? Ranch house that you were not allowed to go into. That's... right? Well, that would imply that you should still be wearing your work clothes. Pardon me if I'm wrong, but those don't look like your work clothes at all! Ah! The defense has a point. The witness appears pretty well dressed for court. I can't imagine he would want to sully those work clothes during the work. Well, what do you have to say to that? Oh, of course. I can explain. It's simple. Your face. What about it? What about it? Was I stuck on something? Yeah, Am I normal now? Am I okay? Buttons are hard, okay? These are brand new, yeah. On my way to the courthouse, I went to shopping for a nice outfit. After all, I could very well show up to the course dressed like a bum. This guy just has a question for everything. Yes, defense. Certain people have a modicum of respect in your court. But he said he couldn't afford to stay in an inn. And show up dressed appropriately. What's that supposed to mean? This isn't my finest Zora suit. So you claim you bought these clothes after the crime, is that correct? Very much so. This morning, in fact. Why do I need to repeat myself? Do I accept this explanation? No! You buying clothes today is simply impossible. What? Oh, how can you claim so? Defense. As you know, evidence is everything in court. Either prove the witness couldn't have bought these clothes today, or get out. Okay. Miss address. Okay. Wait. Hold on. Maybe pick him again? I think... man. I have 3 hearts. Anyways, Ray says, okay. Apparently one of them was returned due to being misaddressed. Wait! He would be the only one to accept it being misaddressed. Take that! This proves you couldn't have bought those clothes! I must admit, I don't see the connection here. Ah! Dang it! Save in case you fail. Because there is none. The defense is wasting our time as usual. Ha! I needed to have to worry. I need to rethink this. Defense, as you know, evidence. Dang it. Okay. Hold on. I have an idea. Official hardware. I promise. Okay. He has them! He has them in the picture! He has them in the picture! Take that! I would like to turn the court's attention to this. Why, this is what a lovely photograph. It reminds me of, I just selected... Objection! What about this photograph, defense? Well, just look at what Ingo is wearing. Caught red-handed. Boom, baby. We got him. We got him. This photo is Malin's childhood, but Ingo is clearly wearing the same outfit that he is right now. He couldn't have bought it today! Ah! Order! I will have order! Why, the defense is absolutely correct. I hope the witness has a good explanation for this. Yeah, I'm starting to think that Ingo is the murderer. Hold on, wait. There! I think we finally got him. There's no way he can weasel out of this time. Objection! Oh, unless someone weasels him out for him. Bah, isn't it obvious? Naturally, the witness knew we would need to wear nice clothes for the real visitation scheduled for that day. He bought them to the silo in advance, so that he could quickly change just before the royal visitation arrival. Are you serious? Oh. No. No, you didn't, because only Malon and Talon knew exactly what was going on. You had no way of knowing who was coming. Yes, of course. I needed to present myself after all. Can't look like a bum in front of the most important person of the kingdom. Even Aura knows Ingo is bad. She smacked the screen when Ingo pops up. Wait a minute. This is insane. What kind of kangaroo court is this? The prosecution keeps making excuses up on the spot. Ingo was clearly lying about buying the clothes before the trial. He's definitely trying to hide something. Your Honor, surely you won't accept this blatant, perjury. Accept it, Judge. There can be no other explanation. The prosecution's explanation does seem plausible. What? However, the fact that the witness didn't simply say it himself, and instead made up a lie about buying the clothes is indeed very suspicious. Oh! Oh no! Defense! The prosecution has posed that there is no other possible explanation for this contradiction. It's about to bang my head on the table. What is your opinion on the matter? Can the defense think of an alternate version of these events? This is big. I really need to think this through. Oh, what the heck? What? What is this? Is this Hangman's Gambit? What's going on here? Ingo is really suspicious right now. He's desperately trying to patch holes in the testimony, conceal his real motives. Oh man! Oh, it's the goddess of courage. Oh my god! Why would he be doing that? Ingo's wardrobe is in the silo? Ingo is the victim? No! Ingo is the murderer! If it's not Malin, Ingo is the only other person who could have done this. I have to assume he did, if I want to think Malin is innocent. With that in mind, why would Ingo change out of his work clothes? What happened to make that necessary? They got dirty. They got Talon's blood on them. Oh! Din! Goddess of power! When Ingo killed Talon, his clothes must have gotten blood on them. He had to change it to something else to hide his involvement. But then, wouldn't the Sheikah Force have found his clothes in the house? Unless he set them on fire! How could they have disappeared? They were thrown in a fire! This game is something else. I prefer Ace Attorney, but I can't stop watching. This is kind of stupid that keeps you interested. Ingo burned his clothes! That's it! This explains everything! Oh boy! Prosecution time! I believe I can offer an alternative explanation. Again, what is happening? Nonsense! Judge, the defense spent far too long sitting in silence just now. They clearly have nothing. I can call a quick ruling. Objection! And not only can I explain it, but, in fact, the defense formally accuses the witness of the murder! Oh! Like I said, this game is stupid, but the stupid that keeps you interested. It's simple. The reason he had to swipe his outfit, and why he's been lying about the circumstances ever since, is because he got it stained with the victim's blood. Objection! Preposterous! If there were any discarded bloody clothes nearby, the Sheikah Force would have found them, and we would have been trying someone else for the murder right now. Why, you're absolutely correct, prosecutor. Oh, nani? Naturally, Ingo couldn't have left his bloody clothes lying around. And so, he used this to dispose of it. The oil. Present. Take that! Your Honor, cast your mind to the princess's last testament. The princess's... Oh, the mysterious fire! Objection! Surely you jest. You yourself made sure we all knew how meaningless her testimony was. And yet, with the new context in mind, it gains a completely new meaning. An empty bottle of lamp oil found by the burned-out fire. Ingo must have used the lamp oil to quickly burn away the stained work clothes. Well, how about that? How about it, witness? My scenario explains everything. You killed Talon, and then tried to hide it. This is... No! Hold on! What the drivel are you spouting there? Me? Kill Talon? You already know that's impossible! Witness's testimony. Too busy for murder. Everything you said is wrong. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have an alibi for the time of the crime. Oh, shit. I just couldn't have done it. There's no way I could have completed those milk shipments and killed Talon and tried to hide my involvement. You were caught. Just confess. The fire was just to make a quick breakfast. There's no mystery there. Stop trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo. feels like a Danganronpa case. Now, you shouldn't have to remind you, Defense, but you yourself were surprised that Ingo was able to complete the shipment in time. Adding more things for him to do in the time is preposterous. That's right. The great Ingo is efficient at his job, but not that efficient. No, it had to have been him. I'm sure of it. There must be some trick at play, some kind of shortcut. I must find it. The milk. The milk was watered down. Everything you said is wrong. I have no idea what you're talking about. Hold it! Surely my scenario is plausible. At this point, these panicked attempts to fix your story. Objection! Objection! I'm getting my voices mixed up here. What's more plausible isn't for you to decide, Defense. It's the judge to make his final call. And as long as the alibi stands, I can't imagine him siding with you. Yes. All the loose ends have been tied up before a decision can be made. Ghostly, do you have to yell in chat? Witness, please continue. I have an alibi for the time of the crime. I just couldn't have done it. Hold it! Could you explain what your alibi is again? With pleasure. At the time of the crime, I was busy preparing the day's shipments for milk. That's hard work. I barely had enough time to get them done before the courier came to take them. The shipments were inspected by the Sheikah force as they were leaving the ranch. And as our resident detective has told us, they were found to be fully loaded with milk bottles. Understandable. That's right. The Sheikah force was, itself has vouched for me. There's no way I could be a culprit. Oh, I disagree. There has to be a way. There must be. There's no way I could have completed those milk shipments, killed Talon, and tried to hide my involvement. Hold it! Would it really have taken you that long to murder someone and burn those some clothes? It would have taken long enough to make it seem infeasible. Completing the shipments is rather involved process. You have to milk the cows, clean the bottles, pour the milk into them, and then put them into the crates. They'll load those onto the wagon. I love working with cows, but the part takes the longest because you only get a little at a time. So, Mr. Ingo, except the milk bottles were watered down. Ghostly, you have to be doing it now. The whole thing really does take a while. Father and I usually have to work together to get it done in time. The courier's arrival. There you go, Defense. Your own client knows this is unshakable truth. Okay, so there's no way he could have completed the shipments and also do the killings. In that case, there has to be some way to finish his work faster. I just have to find it. The fire was made for a quick breakfast. There's no mystery there. So you had enough time to make breakfast but not enough to kill someone? Yes, of course. The breakfast was cooking while I was kept working. Then I just quickly gobbled it up. There's no issue there. In fact, yes, I remember it even burned a bit. It wasn't completely paying attention to it. That's why I had to go get a glass of water. You see, I washed it down earlier. Convenient little explanation. But for all I know, he actually did cook up a breakfast. The fire was burning blood-soaked clothes. Continue, witness. We won't want to hear about your culinary adventures. Of course, of course. My point is just what I've been telling you the whole time. Stop trying to pin this on poor innocent Ingo. The only people who could have done this were you and Malin. And I know Malin well enough, she couldn't be the culprit. That leaves you as the perpetrator. Objection! Yes. By now, We all know how much you value your little friend. Let me remind you, though, that feelings don't matter at all here. Or just yelling, she knows the truth. She literally meowing so loud she could be yelling. She is mad because she knows it's Ingo. Either show us your solid evidence that puts Ingo's alibi into question or concede defeat. Is there any way he could have done the work faster? I'm not sure. It would be nice if there was, though. I could sleep in a little bit longer every day. Yeah, you'd think he would have shared it with you if he knew of one. Just what shortcut did he use, Ingo? There's no way I could have completed the shipments. Unless you made an error with the shipments. Objection! Witness! Why? What is it now? I overheard an intriguing detail during our last recess. It seems the address on one of yesterday's milk shipments wasn't written correctly. You must have been rushing. That's how you did it. Objection! Well, I haven't heard anything about an issue with shipment address. But I'll play along. Suppose you're right about it. Writing an address only takes a few seconds. Even if it was reduced to single swift strokes of the pen, it wouldn't have saved much time at all. Certainly not enough to both commit a murder and cover it up. Objection! It wasn't just the address. Ingo must have rushed the entire shipment. Objection! By what method? You say he somehow completed the entire shipment more quickly, then prove it with evidence. Unfortunately for you, defense, I must... It was Ingo! I must agree with a good prosecutor. This alone doesn't prove how enough time may have been saved. Don't you have anything else? I thought I'd have him for sure, but it looks like I'll need something stronger to pin him down. Quick breakfast, there's no mystery there. Okay. Okay. But what about the watered down milk? Objection! Ah, but did you though? Did you really complete those shipments properly? Objection! Defense, I shouldn't have to remind you that the Sheikah Force checked the boxes thoroughly. They were definitely full of milk bottles. Oh, I'm sure it looked that way. What are you getting at, defense? Here you go, Your Honor. Huh? Milk? For me? Are you trying to bribe the judge now? I didn't think you'd scoop so low. The Crown will be informed of this. Oh, it's nothing like that. All I'm asking is for His Honor to try tasting the milk. Just one little sip. Jax, please, the milk. This is highly irregular. But to be honest, I could use a drink. All this talking does make one's throat dry, you know. Oh, don't I know it. You probably talked least out of everyone here, though. Since the defense insists, I'll go ahead and take a sip. Is this what passes as milk these days? This almost tastes like water. Water? I have to agree. This is definitely not standard milk. As we've heard from the princess and the detective, Lon Lon Ranch is renowned for the quality of its products. But there's no way people would say that about milk this lousy. Objection! Bah! Whatever! As if the unwashed masses would know the difference between quality and garbage. Where are you going with this defense? It's simple, you see. I received this bottle from the Detective Impa. It's still unopened during the first recess. As we know, there were no milk shipments today, so this must have come from one of Ingo's shipments from yesterday. Oh! It's true that Ingo couldn't have murdered Talon and also completed the shipments on his own. Unless he cheated. Ingo watered down the milk to get the shipments done in time! Caught red-handed, boy. Order! Order! Yes, I suppose that would work. Indeed. All he had to do is milk a fewer of the cows. To save on time without ruining the taste so much, I guess he used about a 50-50 split of water and milk. This is... no! Talon... Let me stop you right there. Oh my gosh. What do you have to say now, Dragmere? I will concede that something odd happened to that shipment. But all of you have proven is that Ingo is a slacker. How dare you? Objection! Be quiet, you mongrel. Sure, Ingo watered down the milk. That doesn't make him a killer, though, does it? Well, no. But now we do know that he definitely could have done it. We know he did go to the crime scene. Bless you. I heard a sneeze. And we know he did have the time and the opportunity to kill Talon as well. Yet there is a vital element missing still. Huh? Let me put it simple terms, so even an idiot like you can understand. Rebuttal! The murder weapon. You lack the murder weapon. If Ingo is the murderer, then he couldn't have been... It couldn't have been the saw. Okay. Clean of blood. Wait, hold on. No, but Malin had the rag. Hold on, I can press. And why is that? It's simple. If the girl's story about working on the fence is true, then she was using the saw while her father was being murdered. It couldn't have been in two places at the same time. Do I agree with this? I believe we're in a complete agreement there. Ugh. You do realize the problem that creates for you, right? I'm sure it can all be explained. Ha! As if. But very well. And let's move on to why nothing else could have been in the murder weapon either. You lack the murder weapon. If Ingo... Where would this supposed murder weapon have come from? Well, the ranch inventory has a lot of things that can be presented as a murder weapon. As you can see, we have rakes, garden hoses, hammers, knives, wood saws, saddles, axes. The list goes on. Present. Objection! Have you forgotten this murder happened on a ranch? There's plenty of sharp things on the site. Ho ho! That's simply impossible. We checked all the sharp objects of the ranch and searched everyone. No fresh blood was found anywhere else. Okay. The bloodied cloth. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoops. Shiny new penalty? I'd rather go empty-handed. Okay, hold on. Totally legit hardware, I promise. Yeah, I'm saving. Okay. Made with sharp metal objects. Deep, irregular wounds made with a sharp metal object. Victim died from a loss of blood. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, we can press. Couldn't Ingo just... They checked all around it, and he couldn't have disposed it. Wiped it off. Couldn't Ingo have just wiped it off? Blood leaves traces. It's not that easy to get rid of. People like us aren't so sensitive, but others being like Zoras can easily tell by smell. Naturally, the Sheikah Force employs people for just this task. Also, as Lon Lon Ranch focuses on selling horses and milk, the animals there aren't regularly butchered. So there's no good reason why the tools would have fresh blood on them. Any such implement would have stood out like a sore thumb. Well, I guess that's a good point. I may have to rethink this. Disposed of it? Couldn't even just dispose of it in some way? Huh, that's impossible, you see. No items on the ranch's inventory list were missing, and that list is indisputable. But it's also dated as March 15th. Hold on. Wait a minute, I'm gonna... hardware, I promise. The date. The date makes sense, though. The inventory list itself is false! Oh, fascinating. What exactly makes you question the veracity of this document? That would be another piece of evidence. Something about the inventory itself. It's simple. You only need a brief look at the inventory to see it can't be trusted. Ho ho ho! You can't just go around making general statements, defense. Why not exactly what the inventory makes? Okay. Date. The date! Take that! This part looks off. The only thing that's off here is your brain. Whoops. Uh-oh. I promise. Valid software. I promise. Okay. Inventory's false. It's not the date, apparently. Okay, can't trust Mega Statement General Defense. It's inventory by Ingo, though. So maybe his name? Post pounders, drag hammers, water hoses, wheelbarrows, horse carts, towing hammers, cow noise rings, brooms, axes. It has to be Ingo, right? Just look here! Oh, I got him! Hold on! The one who compiled the list himself is Ingo! He could have easily falsified the counts as part of his plan. Ugh. That doesn't matter. Nothing could have left the ranch. Hold it! Wouldn't Ingo have been able to just throw the item over the fence? Bah! Obviously we searched the perimeter of the ranch as well. Nothing was found anywhere. It seems like the most important part. Has nothing really been able to leave? Except... The shipment! Objection! Are you really sure nothing left the ranch? What about the few left little shipments of milk? Preposterous! Have you forgotten what such shipments have been checked by the Sheikah force before they were allowed to leave? That's true, but there was a place the Sheikah could have overlooked. What in dim's name are you blabbering about? We're talking about a bog standard crates here, boy. Not exactly a vast dungeons full of nooks and crannies to stuff things into, are they? Where could they have missed the murder weapon? It's simple. They overlooked the contents of the bottles because they were never opened. I have you now. There's one place inside the crates the Sheikah couldn't have checked thoroughly without ruining the shipment. Without ruining the shipments? Oh! That's right! Ingo put the murder weapon inside one of the bottles to conceal it from the search. That does seem plausible. Objection! Now wait just a moment. A weapon in the milk bottle would have gone unnoticed. Someone would have reported it. Hold it! How can you be so sure? Do you even know how much milk an average milk bar uses a day? All those shipments must most certainly have been completely used up by now. Someone drinking from that bottle would have found it for sure, choked on it even, if they took a large swig of it. It would be a huge scandal. Well, he's right about that, but he's missing some vital information. What about the one that came back? Yeah! We got him! We got him now! Oh, we got him now! You would be correct that the weapon showing up in someone's milkshake would cause quite a bit of stir. If the milk ever actually made it to the milk bar, that is. Ugh. You see, I overheard a very interesting tale during recess. Word was sent from ranch not too long ago that one of the shipments was returned unopened due to being misaddressed. What? No! Indeed. If you recall, Ingo was the one who handled all of that. Now, that's strange. The ranch supplies are the same milk bars every day. Even if he had messed up on the street address a little, the couriers would have known where the shipment was meant to go. How could they have bungled that badly? It's almost as if he didn't want anyone receiving the bottle of milk with the murder weapon in it. Oh! I bet Ingo expected this box to stay in shipment limbo a little longer. How unfortunate for him that the postal service was on its game today. Maybe because they were worried about it starting to smell. I believe this calls us to investigate the boxes of milk more closely. Soldiers, have these boxes retrieved from the ranch immediately. Argument completed. Yes! Full health restored. Let's go. This is a slander. Why would I kill Talon? Sure, he's a bit of a layabout, but he did give me a job. Why would I want him dead? The motive? That's simple. Why, I'm surprised you're even asking about it. Evidence easily explains your motive. The ranch's inheritance documents. Take that! The very inheritance document you brought to the court's attention states the following. In case of the testator's death, his daughter Malin Lon will inherit the ranch. unless she is unable to oversee it, in which case it shall be divided between the Crown and the remaining employees. Oh. What? You not only killed Talon, but decided that you would frame Malon for the crime as well, so you would be the only one to inherit part of the ranch. That's why you volunteered to work as at the silo that all day. It gave you an alibi so that Malon would be the only possible culprit. Of course you knew about the royal visitation in advance. You knew Malon would go back to the ranch house to prepare for before they arrived. A perfect setup for the royals to find her next to the body. No! 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 What are you talking about? Talon signing the ranch over to me? Preposterous! Did he really know? I guess it was Dragmere who procured the actual document, and not him. Your Honor! What is it, soldier? The box you requested is here! Already? That was quite fast. Apparently, the team at the ranch had already noticed something wary with it on their own. The box arrived just as they were about to rush out the courier to deliver our message. Well, well, well. Let's see ourselves then, shall we? The part of the shipment that proves my case is... Oh, come on. Is there one that's like slight... Oh! Oh! It's that one! It's that one right there! Take that! Here it is! From the bottle of the slight red tint of the milk. Looks like some kind of serrated knife. That explains the... How did I not see it right away? I'm sorry, man. I just... It took me a second. That explains the irregular wounds pretty nicely. How could those Sheikah idiots have missed this? I'm sure the milk was pure white when they first checked it. It took a whole day for the blood to dissolve in it. Either way, no matter how you slice it, this proves my theory right. Oh, I've had it. Fine, fine! You wanna know why? You wanna know why I really killed that scumbag? No. No, what are you? So you admit it? Yes, I admit it. Why would you do if one day after years of backbreaking labor, despite putting all into your ranch, you were thrown away like rubbish, without any reason, fired? Farewell, we don't need you anymore. What? But that doesn't make any sense. Oh, don't lie, I heard it all. I was just returning back from another spine-breaking, wrenching work, and lo and behold, what's this? Malon and Talon talking behind my back. I heard it all. We'll let him go after the visitation. We can handle things without him. And so, after volunteering to work on the shipment, I quietly slipped out while the girl was busy and shanked the good old for-nothing slacker. Ha, you should have seen his face. He didn't expect it at all. So yes, Malon, I killed that lazy bum you call a father. And he deserved it. Order. The witness will cease his boastering over such a terrible deed. I think I've heard enough. Soldiers, take him away. Hold it! Wait just a moment. Ingo. Yes, girl. Want to apologize for what you've done? Apologize? Me? You're horrible. We weren't planning to fire you at all. You completely misunderstood what we were saying. What? Oh, no. Go, you idiot. We've had such work. Well, you know how it goes with the royal visitations. Always a busy time. Gotta make sure everything's in tip-top shape. I do worry something about that old Ingo, though. He's been complaining about his back recently. Do wish he'd take a step back and relax sometime. Maybe we should convince him to take a vacation. Now there's an idea. I'd do him good to just get out there. I'll discuss it with him after the visitation. After all things calm down, we can handle everything without him.
That's I you you were planning what? A vacation for me? And I did. No, no, it can't be so. Please say it isn't so.
Oh my gosh, what is happening? What? Oh my gosh! We have witnessed today results of truly horrifying misunderstanding. I think he just got knocked out. But misunderstanding or not, what you have done is unforgivable. Talon was a kind man, beloved by all who had a good fortune to cross his path. His loss will be felt by not only his ranch, but all across Hyrule. Sorry, I got the hiccups. The killer turned out to be utterly pathetic man with delusions of grandeur. I mean, look at him. An utter idiot dressed like a clown. Jeez, he's really laying into him. I bet he's just upset because he lost. The prosecution's rant aside, I think it's time to declare today's verdict. This is just a formality, but will the defendant please step up to the stand? Young miss, I am very sorry for the situation you have found yourself in. I am very glad to appear to have such a good attorney as a friend.
I wouldn't have chosen anyone else.
Aw, gee, thanks! Now then, without further ado, in the name of the goddess Hylia and the sacred land of Hyrule, I hereby find Malon Lonlon Ranch not guilty.
Woohoo! We did it!
Court is adjourned. Oh, a day later. March 17th, 12:32 p.m. Hyrule Grand Court, Defense Lobby, number 3. We did it!
I suppose so.
I guess Ingo's outburst kind of soured her mood, huh?
I don't think I can ever forgive Mr. Ingo for what he's done.
That's fair enough, honestly. Really, though, you shouldn't think about it that for now. You're free! It's time to celebrate! Oh boy! Smooching time!
I guess you're right. Excellent work.
Impa!
I knew you'd pull through.
Oh, thanks. I couldn't have done it without you, really. So, thank you.
Now, that's not quite right. If you want to thank someone, I'm not the one who deserves it the most.
Huh? Zelda! Your Highness! I thought you were going back to Hyrule Castle. What strings did Impa have to pull to get her here?
But I realized I should apologize for what I did personally. It's an honor. Ah, there is no need to bow. After what I have done. Really, if not for my status, I would have probably been carted off to prison alongside the angry little man.
Her jury's, pretty serious, but so that's probably not entirely wrong. As usual, you don't give yourself enough credit, Your Highness.
How can you say that, Detective? I almost condemned an innocent person to prison.
Yes, there is some things you should think twice about doing in the future. But it's all thanks to you that the young lady over here finally went free.
Huh?
Come, attorney, show Her Highness what I'm talking about. It presents the wrong item.
The bottle?
Well, it's true. Without this and without knowing about the fire, we wouldn't have any proof to substain our claims. And really, your obviously fake testimony helped a lot. Ouch! Impa stepped on my foot! Well, there you have it. In any case, I'm sure Miss Malin isn't too upset.
Well, sure.
Tin Hut! We have orders to escort the princess back to the castle immediately. Ah, just in time. Farewell, Your Highness. And so they left. Now then, listen to me. I know that I am perhaps being a little too lenient on the princess, but tough times are ahead. The princess will need all the confidence she can get to lead the kingdom through them.
She needs to learn to take responsibility of her actions too, though.
And she will.
Huh?
Her Highness is in for a rather unpleasant afternoon today, I imagine. The urgency of which she has just been escorted out here isn't coincidental.
What, is the king going to scold her?
At the very least. Now then, my duties call, unfortunately, so I must be off. Again, you did well today, both of you. I trust that I will be able to rely on you in the future court proceedings as well. I'll try my best. That's all I ask. That unpleasant prosecutor seems to be making his way over here, so I'll be excusing myself post-haste. Farewell. Uh-oh. You! Hello! Nice day we're having, isn't it? Tell me, now, where did that blasted detective go? To have my reputation tarnished this way by some novice attorney from the boonies. Dramatic, huh? Dramatic much? He looks like he's about to burst from anger.
Don't be such a sore loser. You lost. Deal with it.
Yeah, we got the right verdict. Doesn't that make you even a little bit glad? Yes, I suppose there is some worth in it. Good guy, Ganondorf! Good guy, Ganondorf! What transpired is much unfortunate. I can only offer my condolences. Just remember that it was the meddling of that idiotic princess and the stupid blasted detective that led to your arrest. So if you have any grievances, take it upon with them. Suppose there's some truth in what he's saying. Speaking of the detective, it appears she fled from me like a cuckoo on fire. Mark my words, she will regret what she's done for generations.
Well, that was something. I don't know if he was being sincere or just wanted to shift the blame onto someone else.
I would say he's entirely blameless. Nevertheless, do you think you'll be alright running the ranch by yourself? Of course I'll come to visit, but I have my, attorney duties to do. Dang, he doesn't like to lose.
I'll get in touch with the castle, see if I can spare some men to work on the ranch. Silly as my father may have seemed, he really did prepare to take over one day. He's taught me well. I'll make sure the animals are well cared for, just as always.
That's the spirit. I believe in you.
I really wanted to thank you for bringing the truth to light. If it wasn't for you, I don't even want to think about what could have happened.
Don't mention it. I'm just glad everything worked out in the end. Oh boy! Smooching time! And so, a very personal case came for me was ended. It felt like a weight had been lifted off my back. Malin continued working at the ranch, hoping to make it proper even beyond what her father had been able to accomplish. I didn't really think much, but the days following were some of the happiest I'd lived in a long time. Little I know, a terrible tragedy would soon shock the entire kingdom, and I'd find myself smack dab in the middle of it. But that's a legend for another day. A sequel? A sequel? Are we getting another one? Yo! Ooh! Bravo! Absolutely bravo. I loved every single bit of this. Project lead, Skawo. This was fantastic. I absolutely enjoyed this. I did not know that a Legend of Zelda Ace Attorney game would actually show its face one day and make me want to play the other Ace Attorney games. Man, this was great. Man. I'm kind of sad that it ended so quickly though. Only 4 hours? I felt like I did so much bad though. Like I felt like I fumbled a lot. It is a short little game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the sequel though. I'm actually curious to see how that will go. Yeah. I love this. Character animation, Jimbo Slim, Unga, and Luigi X Hero, you guys did an amazing job. Man. This was great. I really enjoyed it. And I've been streaming for 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there he is. Man. Oh, who's with him? Who is that? Who are you, good sir? Man. This sucks. I mean, like, it does suck that, for Ingo, but it's just like, at the same time, it's just like, he's behind bars. No. It can't be. He's playing his piano. Dragnir. I guess he has something to do in his spare time, though. Can't be prosecutor every day. Skawa, Nabuka. Credit to all these people who worked on it. This was amazing. And there she is getting scolded by her father. Credited using the OOT NPC maker. Alright. Impa has a cat! She has a little tabby! Aura, you're in the game! You're in the game, Aura! Oh man, I'm really looking forward to the next game. Oh, don't show me his grave. Oh man. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time staff. Yep. Ah man. And you for playing. Aww, that was beautiful. The end. So you can get the Phoenix Wright trilogy on Steam for 30. It gives you the first 3 Ace Attorney games, one for a bundle, and Ara passed out asleep 15 minutes ago. She's in a deep sleep. Aww, sweet baby. Well, that was a wonderful stream. I enjoyed that very much, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Uh, I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or on Sunday, but I'll probably make an announcement on my Blue Sky or Twitter. I do plan to stream most of the week now, maybe like a day in between, just so I can get some rest. But other than that, I should get a schedule around maybe Sunday or Monday, so I'll have that posted either on my Twitter or Blue Sky. You can find me on Twitter at the Lavender Dragon or the Lavender Wyvern at Blue Sky, and the Lavender Wyvern on Twitch. Yeah, that should be right. Yeah, Jack's the Lavender Wyvern on Twitch, on Twitter, and on Blue Sky it's the Lavender Wyvern. Oh man, that was wonderful. I absolutely enjoyed every single bit of that. You know, I should probably put my handles on the bar here, probably like at the top there. But I'm glad you all enjoyed. Yeah, we'll work on that later. But thank you so much for joining us. And remember that the ramen you get will always give you some spicy breath. I'm going to turn in for the night. I'm going to put up shop, and I'll see you all next time I stream. Hope you all have a wonderful night.